Welcome back, everybody. We live in a digital age where nearly everyone has social media or access to the internet. There are some people with dozens of followers, and there are some people like Bryson Honjo with 172,000 subscribers on YouTube. So, Bryson, I'm going to pick your brain here.
Okay.
Tell us about your YouTube channel. It's called Untied Hawaii.
Yes.
And how did you rack up hundreds of thousands of followers?
Pure luck, honestly. So again, the channel is, we focus a lot on sneakers. So sneakers is an interesting world, and I mean, not too many people like really understand the gravity of like how much sneakers can impact people. So for me, I started off the channel back in September 1st, 2016.
Not too long ago.
No, that was just a little over 3 years. We just had our 3-year anniversary, I guess. So
Wow.
yes, it's been a blessing, but thankfully, like you said, we've managed to grow the channel from 0 subscribers in 2016 to 172,000 in the span of about 3 years, which for me, I feel like that's an incredible blessing.
So Bryson, I'm somewhat familiar with the sneaker culture, but for those watching this who aren't familiar, this is a thing here in Hawaii.
It is a thing. It is a thing.
And literally, a lot of your videos, you're unboxing shoes.
Yes.
Tell us how this works, how you get the shoes.
So I guess the main series on my channel is a sneaker mystery box series. So
Okay.
essentially what we do is I buy a huge box of shoes. It's usually 20 pounds, and it has like 8 to 10 shoes in it in various sizes and conditions. And what I do is that I actually unbox it, show it on camera, talk a little bit about the sneaker, and then kind of go over the resale value of these sneakers. So the interesting thing about sneakers is that when you can buy it at $150 retail, but the next day, if there's enough supply and demand hype for it, it can actually sell for like $500. So it's a very huge increase in price. So I've been selling these shoes on the side and whatnot, and then it's kind of taken off as it's been going, right?
Who's your demographic besides? Yeah, I'm interested to know who's watching your videos.
A wide range of people. We have people watching from all over the world, which is really nice. But it's usually people that are into sneakers, they're into the potential of making money selling sneakers, and there's also a kind of subgroup as well called Hypebeast that wear like Supreme and they wear expensive clothing and stuff, and part of clothing is sneakers, so that's also part of that too. They watch as well.
Well, I gotta say, Bryson, where Lauren and I tend to wear dresses all the time, you're obviously exuding coolness. You're bringing that cool culture into the studio.
I guess so.
But what's interesting to me is we were talking briefly, your YouTube channel, you spend about 10 to 15 hours weekly on this channel, but that's not your full-time job.
No, it's actually not. So YouTube is something that I do part-time. And I don't even like to call it part-time. It's more of a hobby for me. So my actual 9-to-5 day job is I work for the State of Hawaii Department of Human Services as a vocational rehabilitation counselor. So I service the Leeward Coast High Schools helping kids with disabilities find employment. So shoes and my regular day job, they don't really match at all, but I mean, it's an interesting mix. Yeah.
But we're not going to get this twisted. You still get monetary compensation from the views on your YouTube channel.
Right, right. So the interesting thing about YouTube and what I guess a lot of people don't really know is that you get paid in a bunch of different ways. So for me, I started off by focusing on the resale aspect of sneakers, but you also can get paid through ad revenue on YouTube. So every time you see an ad at the start of a video, the YouTuber gets a portion of that ad revenue from YouTube. So that is how you can get some money from that as well. And then there's also sponsorships. So as you start to grow a bigger following, brands start to understand like, okay, people are watching this person's content rather than going through different kinds of means like through the newspaper or stuff like that. They'd rather advertise through the channel because it's in a perfect demographic, right, for what they're trying to sell. So they reach out to you, and then you do like a 1-minute ad or something, and then you can get compensated that way too. So there's a lot of different ways you can monetize the channel.
Bryson, that's really, really awesome. And last thing, I know that you talked a lot about, you know, people watching this want to do what you're doing. I think they've got an earful. You were very inspirational. But
thank you.
we need to pan the camera down because you've got some pretty
Yeah, we got
fancy
some
sneaks.
interesting sneakers
Tell us
here.
really quick before we go the story of your shoes.
So these are actually the Yeezy 2 Red Octobers. So I'm sure a lot of people watching know Kanye West for maybe one reason or another, but Kanye used to work with Nike a couple years back, and then he made these shoes, and then he ended up leaving Nike to go to Adidas, and it kind of made a huge craze for these certain sneakers. So
Did
sneakers, I think, are selling on the market right now for about $7,000.
you say $7,000?
I said $7,000.
All right. Did you spend $7,000 on those shoes?
Thankfully, I did not have to spend $7,000. So I really got lucky with this one because I ended up winning a sneaker raffle. So I bought one ticket and I had maybe like a 0.04% chance, and I spent $25 on that ticket. So
$25 on $7,000
Yes.
pair of shoes.
yes, it was very, very lucky. Like I said, a lot of the YouTube it's come down to, I mean, it's hard work for sure, but there is a factor of luck, I feel like, in play as well, right? Where there's a lot of people that want to try to do this YouTube thing. They want to do social media and stuff, and some people work at it for years. They have a lot of high quality content and whatnot, but it's hard to find exposure for, you know, millions of people that are doing the same thing. So it's really trying to be different and trying to stand out and stuff. So I think that's where I got kind of lucky per se, because it was a very niche market doing sneaker mystery boxes, and I guess a lot of people just resonated to what I was doing, which is very humbling for me.
Bryson Honjo, Kauai boy, now living in Waikele, YouTube channel, Untied Hawaii. Thank you for bringing the coolness into the studio.
Thank you so much for having me.
Back to you guys.
Ooh, $7,000 for a pair of sneakers. Wow. I want to know where he keeps all his shoes.